given up, I give my all. I'm never looking back, attack. It's in the past. Stand up, stand up, stand up. You ain't ready for me. Give me your best shot, the stronger I stand. Not looking for sympathy. What doesn't kill me makes me who I am. A soldier fights till he's free. You ain't ready for me.
Hey guys, it's YodaJoe93, and so I know I'm a few days behind on my videos, but on Friday, me and Ella, and a couple of my friends of mine that will remain anonymous because they anonymous because they have chosen to be. One of them is my buddy Alex and a couple other buddies, and we went and saw one of my most anticipated movies for the year. We saw Monkey Man. Babe, what did you think about Monkey Man?
It was bananas.
She's right. It was very bananas. It was just like the song, guys. It was very bananas. Exactly. She sings for you. So that was her verdict. Mine's even a much longer movie, much longer verdict, but she's going to give you her quick thoughts because she always gets to be cameo in video because she's the most important girl in the world. As we see, we show her on camera. So that's most important. But, so guys, Monkey Man, so unfortunately this review was meant to go out Friday night, but I thought I would be getting up and getting ready and get a bunch of stuff done, but I actually had a really bad sore throat, and if you guys have done YouTube for a while like I have, talking when having a sore throat is damn near impossible. So unfortunately I had to delay my videos, but justified, guys. These scripts were pre-done already and ready for you guys to go. So Monkey Man is the directorial debut of Dave Patel. If you guys don't know Dave Patel, he was in the movie called The Green Knight. I never saw it, but a bunch of people told me it was pretty good. Now, he directed this movie, and it's produced by Jordan Peele. I'll tell you this movie has not one shroud of Jordan Peele in it. Like, if I didn't see his name in the credits, I would never told you, oh yeah, Jordan Peele produced this. That's cool. Like, it's like a bonus. It's not noticeable at all. This movie is 100% belonging to Dave Patel. So, in the beginning of the movie, so this is a revenge story. And a much more serious one. Not like John Wick, not, oh look, my dog's dead, I'm gonna go murder a whole bunch of people. Which, you get to that, but this movie is a lot more, if you're going into this movie expecting John Wick, expecting 2 hours of just bombastic, amazing action, you'll get awesome action. But it's gonna be, it's like, imagine you're savoring a piece of cheesecake, right? The first bite, it tastes pretty good, but you gotta keep eating to get the really good cheesecake, right? All the good creamy stuff in the middle, you gotta get to the middle to get that yummy stuff, right? Like, think of the Twinkie, you eat the Twinkie, okay, looks yummy, I'm liking the bread, and then I get to the middle, ooh, it's so yummy. And so, as we get into, we get the backstory, we find out that this man has had his family torn away from him by the corrupt cops. And so this movie is getting more real, right? It's dealing with the struggle of the corrupt, and the innocent and the guilty need to be punished. Almost a little bit of Ghost Rider on you. And so we're going into this, and so Dave Patel's character is kind of getting into the ring and trying to, get in all these different fights and try and do what he can to, prove what he's done, because he wants revenge bad. And so when we see him, he needs money so bad, he's taking these fights and purposely losing so that he gets money. It reminded me of the first Tobey Maguire Spider-Man, where he steps in the ring as a human spider, which I'll put clips of that in this video for you guys too. So, but I'd say so. So in the beginning, issue I have at the beginning of this movie, okay? So we'll get cons out of the way first. I only have one con with this movie. One. The beginning of this movie, in the fight scenes in the ring, they chose to rely on the oldest trick in the Hollywood handbook and said, God dang it, freaking shaky cam again? We are in fucking 2024. Are we not past this nonsense? We need to be past it, okay? Shaky cam does not work. It will not work ever again. So I understand this is the first time directing, you want to try something different. I admire your creativity, but hopefully Dave Patel has learned from this lesson and no more shaky cam, because this movie would have been a perfect 10 if they did not have the beginning shaky cam. It would have been. Now, I'm not saying that this hurts the movie any less. I still think even with that shaky cam, this story is so good that when you build into it, so like, like I said, it's deeper than John Wick. This guy wants to beat the living shit out of the villains in this movie. These are real villains. These aren't cartoon villains. These aren't James Bond villains. These are hardcore problems. One of them's a cop, and it's a corporation. So he ends up going and working as a dishwasher to these different companies to like get to the top, because he wants to kill the shit out of these people. And so it builds towards this. You get the crescendo. And so the first half, you're building, get to the second half, and the training begins. He knows, like Lion King, remember who you are. He needs to remember who he is and kick some major ass. And then think of this gun. Think of this one like you guys remember playing Call of Duty? Remember the one in the chamber mode? So you get to the beginning of this movie, you're like, oh, a lot of stuff is happening, a lot of cool stuff is happening. I'm liking this. This is cool, and I'm really invested in the mythology. They get really deep into the lore of and the cultural aspects of, like, they're doing some trans themes in this movie, which I was really impressed by. I thought that really worked. Really interesting. And it's not in your face either, like they put it in Disney or some of the other stuff. It was very well represented, I feel. And so I really liked that. It's not my favorite part of the movie, but I enjoyed that aspect of it. But then, so Dave Patel absolutely crushed this movie. He did a brilliant job. And I was saying, like, you remember One in the Chamber? So you got the beginning, you kind of feel the story. It moves a little slow. You get a couple action scenes. That kind of slows down a little bit to kind of build up his humanity and build up who he is as a character. Because no disrespect to Keanu Reeves, but Keanu Reeves is one of those guys who plays a lot of characters that only speak a couple words. Where Dave Patel is much more methodical in what he's doing. And you also understand, as a director, he says when he was shooting the fight scenes, he broke his hand. You see very early on how that happens, and it's really cool for a first-time director. I thought for a first-time director, he couldn't have done a better movie than this, and I hope we see him direct more movies. And I'm already campaigning for him to join the DCU, not only as an actor, but make him a director. Give him something big. I'll tell you this much: if they wanted, I can't believe the words are gonna come out of my mouth. I know Hollywood has the trend to go and like race swap a lot of characters. There's one race swap for a character that I would actually be okay with if they did, that this movie gave an idea for. If they wanted to race swap Green Arrow and make Dave Patel Green Arrow and let him grow the goatee and whatever, I would watch the shit out of that. I would believe that if they're trying to do a different story of him, maybe it's not Oliver Queen, maybe they do a different Green Arrow. Hell, I'd be down for that shit. Because it really made me hype. Like, and there's other characters you can probably play too, but I think being real guys, like, literally, this man brings his A game. Like, in a realistic fight.
Or should you say, he brings his 8th game?
Oh, yeah. He brings his 8th game. And here's the thing. First time this movie, you're going to be enjoying it. The mythology's great. There's a lot of emotion. You're going to feel for his character. You're going to feel for the Monkey Man. And the mask, best Hollywood mask I've seen in years. Incredible. Looks so lifelike. I thought I was watching Rafiki kick major ass. Like, it was awesome. But here's the thing, guys. The thing you need to know about this movie is, so, like the first half of the movie, you're chilling, you're vibing, it's going good. You get that second half, and it's like a roller coaster ride, guys. It goes up, and it goes up, and when he's beating the shit out of these guys, these are bad guys, they deserve to get their shit rocked, and it's great. And there's even a little fun, no, I don't want to spoil the movie for you guys, but there's a little, I won't tell you what it is, but there's a nod to John Wick in this movie, where, little Easter egg, where they compare the two characters, and he actually shows the actual gun that John Wick is most known for carrying, and then he chooses something different, but something simpler, and it's really cool. And we don't see Dave Patel's character the Monkey Man use a ton of guns. He's much more hand-to-hand combat. You see a lot of fight scenes in him where he's kicking the shit out of people, using a lot of different environments, and this brought back so many amazing. The action scenes when you get to the really good ones are really good. The final fight, you have never seen something on the big screen as probably for a standalone Hollywood movie with an action scene. I don't think you've seen a final fight in a movie as bloody as you're going to see what he does. Like, what he does is going to blow your mind. So I'm going to invent a new writing skill for this movie. I think from now on we're going to do a new thing. Movie skills are going to get theme ratings. So instead of stars, we'll add this thing. So Star Wars, we always do lightsabers. This one we're going to do bananas. All right? I give this movie 9.5 out of bananas out of 10. I think it's fantastic. I think you guys need to see it. And if you're interested here and you want to see more, click right here to see more. And I'll catch you in the next video. Let's go up in the comment sections, guys, and and have a great day. Also, I want to see Monkey Man versus Monkey Fist if it can possible. Make it happen. And thanks, guys.
Woo!